All right, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nurse Choma, a nurse entrepreneur, digital marketer. I started my first business in 2015, which is to help nurses to pass their boards. And I built that business entirely using social media, organic as well as paid strategies. And so now I also have a market agency where I help individuals like yourself to gain visibility as well through marketing strategies, whether it's organic or paid. And so I want to talk with you today about the reason why you need to invest in marketing. And what I hope to do is to give you a pretty well understanding, like if you have an open mind, it starts with you having an open mind. But if you have an open mind, helping you to better understand the significance of paying up front for marketing and why it's something you should prioritize. So let me first start like this. Like as you grow in business, you will automatically learn, depending on how long you've been doing this. Oh, can y'all hear me? All this whole time I thought my thing was not even working, my audio. All right, anyways, I'm sorry. If you didn't hear me up until now, I apologize. I was talking for like 2 minutes. And yeah, I think the audio was not connected right, but it's okay. Now it's working. So I did a quick introduction, but I'm just going to go straight into what I want to talk about. So, so we're talking about why you need to invest in marketing, why you need to pay a upfront price for that, why that's important. So what I was saying is that as you grow in business, you know that um, you have to make investments in order for your business to thrive. Like it's just like anything else. You need to make those investments if you want your business to really work. And I remember one thing that somebody told me before, several years ago, is that you can have a great product or service, but what's the point if nobody knows about it? Right? You can have the best product or service, but it doesn't really matter if you don't know how to reach those people on a regular, consistent, and ongoing basis. Marketing is the fuel for your business, right? If you're taking notes, write that down. Marketing is the fuel for your business. If you're in a position where you have to make a decision between paying for one thing over another in your business in order to keep it alive, it should be the marketing. 1,000%. Because you want to be in a position where you have so many people that are interested in what you do that you can be selective. You can choose. You can decide what services you provide and which ones you don't provide at whatever price point you provide them for. And so that's one of the powerful things about marketing, is that it gives you visibility. So let me add this as well. There is always a cost for visibility. Write that down if you're taking notes. There is always a cost associated with visibility. And I don't necessarily always mean this in a monetary way, but even when you think about people that you see on movie and the TV and etc., there was a cost that they had to pay to be in front of you, right? Because whether you watched a big movie recently on the movie screen or on TV, whatever, there was something that they had to pay, whether they did pay, thousands of dollars, whether they paid in time, sacrifice, years of working, years of trial and testing, years of no's and etc. So there was a cost that was associated with it. And so in the same way for you, there is a cost, right? There is absolutely a cost for visibility. Visibility has a price to it. Visibility is never free. It will come, I will either require your your monetary, or it will be equivalent to time and suffering, time and putting in the work over and over again until you get those results. So, and a lot of times too is that one of the reasons why visibility costs something is because you're only thinking about you at the time you may be only thinking about the investment from the place of where you're at right now, right? You're only thinking about the investment from, so for example, okay, if I paid this, whatever it is, you may be thinking, okay, that's how much it costs if I get one client or two clients or three clients or 10 clients or whatever this month, but you're not thinking about the ROI of, the following months from now, years from now, right? It's something that you're going to be able to apply repetitively that will keep getting you results. So that's one of the things, is that when visibility has a cost, but the ROI is exponential, and the ROI sometimes can not only be immediate, but it can be but it always is long term. I'll say that one more time. The ROI can be immediate, long term. So for example, what I mean by this is, like, let's say for example I spent $2,000 on marketing, and then that $2,000 made me back $20,000 in that month alone, right? So then now whatever I did, learn, gathered, etc., I can keep on repeating that same process to keep generating another $20,000 a month, another $20,000 a month, another $20,000 a month, and it only cost me $2,000 the first time. So that's one of the things too, is that you have to consider the long-term ROI, not just the short-term. That's why it is worth it if you spend $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, whatever, in marketing in order to get you that type of ROI, because you're not thinking about just what you're going to make today. You're thinking about the ROI in the long run. So that's one thing you want to consider. The second thing is that marketing brings acceleration. One more time. Marketing brings acceleration. So here's one of the things. When you learn how to market, or you get an expert, whatever you do, when you learn how to market appropriately, it accelerates your results, right? So what typically would take most people 1, 2, 3+ years, it will take you, months or weeks, right? So, and that's time that you never get back, right? So that's another thing too, is that marketing, it brings acceleration. Who cares if I spend $5,000 on marketing if it makes me back $50,000 in 30 days versus if I did things without the right knowledge, information, etc., and I still make that $50,000, but it takes me 12 months. See the difference? That's the biggest difference, is that, okay, if the return is faster, then who cares, right? Because of the return is a lot faster. And one thing we have to remember too, and this is why I do a lot of research and I pay attention to different companies, companies that are bigger than you can imagine, Fortune 500 companies, big time movies, right? All that type of stuff. They spend millions of dollars on marketing, even though you and I already know who they are, even though they've been around for several years. So, for example, Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola, who's been around since what? I think 1900, or like the early 1900s or something, like a really long time. Don't quote me on the time. But they've been around for a very long time. And you and I obviously know them. You and I, when we go to this, you can't go into a 7-Eleven, into a gas station, into anywhere without seeing a physical Coca-Cola for sale. You can't go to the grocery store without buying a Coca-Cola for sale. But yet though, they spend on average about 40% of their revenue on marketing. Isn't that interesting? Versus them saying like, oh, people already know us. We already been a while for a long time. Let's just, spend 5%. We don't need to invest that much anymore. We've already made it. Right? They don't think that way. They keep producing, they keep marketing and spending that type of money because they're always concerned about the ROI. And that's the reason why Coca-Cola is still here. That's why Coca-Cola is still here. That's why Coca-Cola survived the pandemic, right? And is not gone, did not get wiped out because, amongst other things, but because, though, they understand the significance of investing in the right place and they understand the significance of marketing, right? Because you need to stay in the top of the mind of your ideal client or your ideal customer, whoever that looks like. And you do that through marketing. Another thing about when you begin to invest in marketing, it frees up your time and it's more profitable. All right? Say it one more time. When you invest in marketing, your time is freed up and your business becomes more profitable. So, like I was giving an example earlier, let me tell you. Let's say, for example, you have. Let's say, for example, okay. In fact, let me give you an example in my own experience. I remember there was a time in my business where I understood that I needed to step into a different place in marketing. I had to make a bigger investment than what I was used to, than what I was comfortable doing. And it was not comfortable to do it because I was thinking about what I was losing, not what I was gaining, which is why you have to work on your mindset as well. So anyways, though, long story short, I was presented with a package, and the package, it was like pretty much a marketing package, and it was about, the normal price was $5,000, and the person actually gave me a discount, so it was actually $3,500 for me, right? So I got it like that. I'm just kidding. But they gave me a $1,500 discount, so instead it was $3,500. So and pretty much with this opportunity, it gave me the chance to send more traffic to my website and just pretty much get new visibility that I wasn't already getting, right? So it wasn't a comfortable investment. In fact, I remember I took out a loan to pay for it because I didn't want to go into our the revenue through the business and all the other money. So I decided to take out a loan. So I took out the loan to pay for it, and oh my God, like I was so blown away because I didn't there's like a whole other side of the results you get from marketing that you see that you don't see when you do things from your own understanding. And I felt a difference. Like within a matter of weeks, the traffic on our website shot up. Literally, I made back and still are making back that ROI over and over and over and over and over again. And so, and not only that, it has taught me so much. Sorry about the background, but it has taught me so much that I did not know before at that time. And then also opened a lot of doors to a lot of connections. A lot of different connections were opened up. A lot of doors were opened up immediately. That's the other thing about marketing that you're not aware of, is that you may be thinking of things from a small place where your mindset is, well, I just want to get a few customers, or I want to get, 10 people or whatever. But what if your marketing causes you to be in the room of the American Nurses Association with those leaders? What if your marketing causes you to sit across tables with mayors and city officials? What if your marketing causes you to be in front of producers and film executives? Right? These are the possibilities that can happen, because now these people, they're becoming visible of who you are and what your business does. It's not just only a small thing. It opens doors to bigger things. So that's one of the things that we don't consider, because that's what happened to me actually. Because I invested in that marketing, I began to attract like big nurses associations, nursing schools, nursing companies, healthcare organizations that wanted to do business with me, because I was only trying to publicize to get, some clients, right? I wasn't thinking about, me actually being able to be connected on a bigger scale. And so that's the power of marketing, is that it opens up your client base and it sets you as the authority figure. That's one of the biggest things. It sets you in a position where people will take you more seriously because of how you position your marketing. A lot of times, the reason why people don't make any money on social media, even though they're posting, even though they feel like they're doing stuff, is that you're positioning yourself all wrong, or you're not really positioning yourself. Like if somebody was brand new that didn't know your business or your company and they came on, they wouldn't understand what they're getting or what's different about you or why they should pay attention to you. It's not necessarily where people have a negative persona or negative thought pattern. It's that I'm busy with my life. For example, let's say I'm that person. I'm busy. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I work, blah, blah, blah. I need whatever your company sells. But if I don't see immediately the difference when you post stuff, when you send out messages, then I'm not going to feel a sense of urgency to follow you, to message you, to find out how can I look up your address, to your location, to see how I can get to where you are. I'm not going to feel that if your marketing isn't set up correctly. And that's why you invest in marketing, because of the long-term as well as the short-term ROI, because of the acceleration, because of the freedom, because of the profound profitability that is capable for you. There's a large learning curve that people don't have in the area of digital marketing and marketing period. There's a large learning curve because a lot of people, they don't understand what's the email list, how to create an email list, how to put Google Analytics on their website. Why is that important? What analytics do they need to know? What's mobile marketing, right? What's Facebook ads? How to set up a Facebook ad, right? They're just doing things by hand, manually, because they don't understand the power of marketing. And so that's why you need to invest in marketing. So if you are serious and you're ready to, do things from a different scale, you can go to the link here. You can either go to this link, actually, bit.ly/marketing tips. I'm sorry, bit.ly/market advice. bit.ly/market advice. Push on that if you would like to get my marketing secrets. But if you're serious about helping you with your marketing, go to this link. I'm going to change the link right now. bit.ly/nurse Choma help. All right. bit.ly/nurse Choma help, and click on the option where we can talk. We can schedule a consultation. I do offer marketing packages, and what that looks like is it's going to help a lot of times for a lot of people. The reason why you're not seeing success on social media yet is the way you position yourself. So what we're going to do is evaluate the best way to reposition yourself on social media right? If necessary, right? If necessary. So if it's already working, then we just rebrand. But if not, we're going to help you to set up your pages, help you to project the right messaging, the right type of imagery, the right type of branding, right? The how to post, the frequency of you posting, also as well helping you to set up, if necessary, a Shopify store, like as far as integrating that with if you have an e-commerce store. So helping you to really leverage social media, not only to get immediate customers, whether you have a brick and mortar or you have a service-based business, but also ideally to put you in a position where you can start to generate passive income and passive sales through like a drop shipping store, physical books, physical products, things of that nature, because you want to generate multiple revenue streams in your business. So if that sounds like you, click on that link right there, schedule a consultation where it says work with me, and then we'll go from there and we'll be able to talk. All right. I hope you found this informative. I hope you learned something. If you have a question, you can always reach out to me as well, and I'll definitely happily get back to you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. You can follow me here. Make sure if you're not already following me, follow me on Instagram. Send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right. Have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll talk with you very soon.